All right, Mr. Danny, we are gonna work on something that might be a little too hard for you right now, but we'll get there one day. First things first, pretty good arms here. Nice little control and bend. With the arm that's on your stick, all I want to see, as I've talked about in a couple of other videos, and for some of your teammates, we want to have this bent at 90 degrees. You don't want it flailing out to the side. Okay, so try to kind of bring those arms in a running type motion. This one's not too bad. And most specifically, why it's not too bad is because your elbow is further out to the side than your hand. That's a good thing. That's kind of what we want to see. So this is a little bit much, but honestly, not bad. Okay. Number two, when you're pushing, you're really pushing back a whole bunch. All right. So it's good off the start. It makes you get up and off the line pretty quickly. But as you build up speed, your skates don't have a chance to glide too much and you're pushing really far behind you this direction. I'd like to see a little bit more of you trying to push to the side. So I want you to think about pushing side to side when you're skating, not back. Okay. There's a couple reasons for that, but we won't go into them now. So that's number one. Okay. So it's your hands. Get those in order so that they look like this. This is phenomenal on your left arm right here. That's what you want to see. But then this is actually super, super, super common. So you're not alone in this. Let me see if I can get it here. This, where you kind of bend and then your hand flails out. This is super duper duper common. Just make it a point to get your elbow up here, okay, and your hand here. So it's this. All right. So again, it should look like here's the top of your arm, here's the bottom of your arm, there's your stick. That's what we want to see. Okay. Now, on your strides, number one, try to push off laterally. Number two, when you're recovering, all right, if you can, I want you to start thinking about recovering just your lower body. So that means is we want an opening in between your knees, which you have. That's really, really good. When you recover your foot, I want you to show me a stance that looks like that. So I want your knees out to the side and I want your feet recovering underneath you. All right. You want to create like a little house with your lower body. What you're currently doing is you're recovering your whole leg. So I want you to watch your kneecap and watch how much it moves in and out. Actually, that's not a good way to describe that. What I want you to watch is this straight line. So when you recover, I want it to look like this. So your knee coming back in to your foot. So there's like a little angle. And currently it's just a straight line. Hard to extract. I'll try to explain that one more time. So when you're skating, instead of having like this being a straight line, I want to kind of look here like that. And we want to kind of create like a little bit more of an athletic position versus a triangle. Right now you're creating a triangle and not a house. We want a house. Okay. You'll see it on the next drill. And it's similar to what Jameson was dealing with his stride. Right. So when we're skating, this is the drill that you want to do, just like the one that Jameson had, because this sets up our lower body. We want to push, creating this lower body that we talked about a little bit before. So it's kind of like a little house, not right here, but in general. So you're touching the bottom of your skate blade to your boot, and then you're going to push off in this direction. right? So it's the idea of bringing your feet back underneath your body, but keeping your knees separated. So my feet are together, knees are apart, and when I recover, I'm only recovering my foot, while if you notice, my knee stays put. All right, so watch again how my knee stays still when I recover. It's just my foot recovering underneath me. That's what I want you to focus on, just your foot recovering underneath you. And most specifically for skaters like you, and you're kind of astride, you want to make sure that you're recovering your toe first, the toe of your skate blade, not your whole boot and not your whole blade, just the toe. So you can see how my toe is pointing right there. You want to imagine that there's like a bungee cord that's attached from here to your kneecap. And as soon as you release this stride, that bungee cord is yanking your toe back in to where it's attached. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Any questions? Let me know. Happy to help, dude.